Hello and welcome in, YouTube. You missed our little bit of setup. That was Twitch VOD exclusive. That was Twitch exclusive. But welcome in to our last game of day 3 of the non-binary coded games event. I'm bringing to you Dirtbag Mahjong. During our setup, I did find a couple of interesting things that I need to bring up before we start. One funny thing is that OBS's game capture. OBS has many different methods of capture to capture things. You can do display capture to capture your entire display, not really caring about like isolating the window from other things. If you minimize your game, you will see your desktop or your windows and stuff like that. I am a pretty generic bunny girl, and I cannot at any moment in time assure myself that I don't have a sneaky E6 21 tab fucking open somewhere. So I don't use that. I use either game capture or window capture. They both do their own things. The game capture does its thing, but I don't know exactly the differences. That would be something to look up on your own. But I generally use game capture because it says game in the name. That's my thought process for it. Aqua says that's a lie. You did desktop capture for Rhythm Doctor. I did do desktop capture for Rhythm Doctor. But that was like the one of like very few games that I did it for. I do not do it. I won't say that I don't do it at all. Okay, fine. Whatever. But I do it in moderation. I try not to whenever possible. Just in case. Just so I don't have to worry about slipping up and being like, oh, there's a whole titty. I have to shut stream down. Uh-oh, Twitch is gonna get mad at me because I just showed fucking titties on stream. You know what I mean? So like... Oops. Anyway, I found there's a strange thing with window capture. So right now, we're using, or game capture, we're using window capture right now. But if I turn window capture off, if I turn window cap, what the fuck? What is happening? Why is it just working now? What the fuck? Oh, because I'm silly. That's why it's working. Okay, here you go. If I turn this on, this off, you can see... Yeah, all that preamble fucking wasted. No, I'm silly. I turned off the wrong thing. You can see that with game capture, for whatever reason, Dirtbag Mahjong displays to the stream flipped. It's just flipped upside down. Like the whole thing is just upside down. I'm so glad. I feel like, okay, so like I feel like it would be so easy to not realize it and just kind of run it. Like if you don't look, you're just like, ah, I said it, whatever. The stream is seeing it. Cool, and you move on. You don't fucking notice that shit. But for anyone looking to like stream this game or record this game for coverage or just to play it, use window capture. At least until whatever this is fixed. I don't know what does it. But at least until it's fixed. You can see the funny thing about this is that you can see the cursor. 40 in my stream pointed this out. One of our chatters pointed this out. Good old Ordy. You can see that the cursor is in the right position. But Dirtbag Mahjong on stream is flipped. That's very funny. That's enjoyable. Okay. There's another thing that I would like to show real quick before we get started with our gameplay. And it's that for some reason if you do windowed and you maximize the window, as you can see, everything is misaligned. Now that it's like properly in place on stream, y'all can see it a little bit. But it's misaligned now. Isn't that funny? I don't know why that is. And I did turn it off to try to fix it. I did close the game to try to fix it. It did not fix it. So I wonder if they're going to be releasing a patch for that. Or what? But it's very interesting. I wonder what does that. I wonder what does that. Anyway, I'm gonna play in full screen. Find it here. We're gonna play in borderless anyway. Okay. Before we get into our gameplay, I do need to say that we were given a copy of Dirtbag Mahjong to play for free. We were given a copy by the developers to play during the event. And I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for letting me play your game. Thank you for giving me a key to your game to play and show off to my stream. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. I have been wanting to learn Mahjong. So this comes at a great time. Now I get to learn Mahjong. We're going to hit the how to play button and we're going to run it. Starting our 2-hour timer now. How do I play Mahjong? Mahjong guide. I don't know how to play Mahjong. Interactive tutorial. Yeah, sure. No, I want a tutorial. I want to play. Beginner level. Yeah, part 1. Tiles, hands, and calls. Covers what tiles look like, how hands are assembled, how to take tiles from other players. Yeah, I've never played Mahjong like at all. I don't know what the tiles are or like. Alright, let's do this. Hello and welcome to Dirtbag Mahjong. Mahjong is a game where you pick up and discard tiles every turn in order to make specific patterns in your hand. This tutorial will cover the basics you need to start playing. Now, first off, let's see what you win. A complete Mahjong hand consists of 14 tiles. There are 2 different types of tiles in Mahjong: suit tiles and honor tiles. I'm assuming that these are suit tiles, the ones with the symbols, and these ones with the words are honor tiles, the like characters. perhaps honor tiles. These are your suit tiles. Okay, so the ones with the numbers. So even though these have like a semblance of characters on them, these are also suits. Okay, cool. Suit tiles are numbered from 1 to 9, belonging to one of 3 suits. The 1 and 9 tiles of each suit are called terminals because they represent the start and end of each sequence. The 3 suits are as follows. Characters. Okay, so these are the characters. Suits. Dots. And bamboo. There's a fucking bird there. What the fuck? These are your honor tiles. Honor tiles are not numbered and come in 2 different groups. Wind tiles, there are 4 of these in total, corresponding to the 4 cardinal directions. East, south, west, and north. Okay. And dragon tiles, and these could be one of 3 colors: white, green, and red. There are 4 of each tile in total, and the goal of the game is to use them to form a winning hand out of your 14 tiles. A winning hand typically consists of 4 melts, and made up of 3 tiles as well as 1 pair. There are 2 keys to make a melt. 2 ways to make a melt: triplets and sequences. As the name suggests, a triplet consists of 3 identical tiles. These can be made with suit or honor tiles. A sequence is any 3 consecutive numbered tiles. Honor tiles are numbered, so they can't be part of a sequence. Okay. When you have 2 tiles that can be used to form a meld together, that's called a partial meld. A pair of identical tiles can be a partial triplet. While any 2 consecutive numbers or 2 numbers with a gap between them is a partial sequence. Remember that you need to keep 1 pair to complete your hand. Let's talk about a turn order. A standard Mahjong is played with 4 players. Each one is given a set of corresponding to one of the 4 wins. Given a seat corresponding to one of the 4 wins. At the start of the game, the player in the east seat, that's you right now, always goes first. Okay. Then proceed counterclockwise around the table. At the start of their turn, each player draws a new tile and discards a tile to maintain a hand size of 13. You can discard the new tile if you wish. This is the Shanten counter. Shanten is a number measuring how far away your hand is from the ready state. At Shanten -1, you have a winning hand. At Shanten 0, you have a ready hand, which means you're 1 tile away from winning. A Shanten of 1 up higher means you're that many tiles away from ready. Shanten goes down when you draw a tile that gets you closer to winning, and goes up when you discard a tile that's part of a meld or partial meld. Your hand currently has a Shanten of 1. Keeping this in mind, what we covered, choose a tile to discard that maintains its value. Pick a tile to discard it now. This would be a pair. 7, 8, 9. So 5 we'd want to get rid of here. 5, 6, 9, and we have we're a bit away. Oh, actually, we just picked up 7. So 5, 6, 7. We can get rid of 9. I mean, we can probably safely get rid of 9. One of the honor tiles. Or the 5. Get rid of the 5. 5 is out of the way. Your other character tiles are a partial triplet. So the 5 characters is not contributing to lowering your Shanta. Now that you discarded, ending your turn. It's the turn of the player to your right in the South Sea. South has discarded a tile that you already have a pair of in your hand, which means you're allowed to call pawn by pressing this button. Try pawn now. So pawn means I take it. Calling pawn will immediately start a new turn for you, skipping the turns of any players between you and the player you called. On this turn, you will have to discard without drawing a new tile to maintain a hand size of 13. Okay, a meld created via a call will be set aside like this. Place face up before you called pawn. Your hand was considered closed. Now that you made a call, it's considered open. Other players can see that triplet, and it changes some things with scoring and your options for finishing the hand. We'll go into details of that later. Huh. I wonder if closed or open is better. This is like a really good tutorial. Now go ahead and discard again. Remember to maintain your Shanta. Sure, we can get rid of any of these, really. We got 5, 6, 7 now. So we got two melds. Here is 9. Kinda has to be. Mahjong is super obtuse. Well, they did a good job. They did a good fucking job, lol. I like it. Making me learn. Understand the game. It's doing its job. Correct, you already have a secret to 3 other bamboo tiles, so the 9 of bamboo was not contributing to Shanta. Also, lone terminals are less likely to be able to contribute to a sequence. Only form the start or end of the sequence, and not the middle. To turn a ready hand into a winning hand and finish a round, you need 2 things. One of them is a finish hand, consisting of 4 melds, 1 pair, and the other is called a yaku. Yaku are special conditions that award points when met. You can't win a hand worth 0 points, so you must meet the condition for at least 1 yaku to win. Yaku can be achieved by forming specific patterns in your hand, somewhat similar to poker hands, or the conditions under which the hand is finished. Win by self-draw is an example of conditional yaku. The condition is met by drawing the winning tile yourself without calling on other players' discard. It also requires a closed hand, so we can't achieve it right now. Gotcha. Damn, this is where it starts to get like tricky. Examples of a pattern yaku can include things like all symbols, a hand made up of only tiles between 2 and 8, no terminals or honor tiles. You can't do that. A flush, a hand made up of only 1 suit. Nope. You can see a full list of yaku and their explanations in the Mahjong guide or in-game from the pause menu. There are a lot, but you don't need to commit them all to memory to start playing. In our case, we happen to already have the red dragon yaku. A triplet of any dragon is always a yaku, which means all you need is to win. To finish your hand. All you need to win is to finish your hand. In our case, we happen to already... if calling on a tile would create a winning hand, you can call it wrong. Instead of pawn. This ends the game and awards you points directly from the board. of the player you took the winning tile from. Damn. Congratulations, since you called Ron on Corey, all the points you scored are taken directly from their own total. Damn. That's stinky. What? For real? One Han is a winning hand, but it's not going to score you a lot of points. We'll cover ways to increase your score in the next tutorial. Welcome back. This time we're going to aim for a higher score than last time. To do this, we're going to keep our hand closed, so we can learn a lot more about Yaku and a new mechanic called Riichi. Start by discarding tiles that don't belong to melts or partial melts. Great. If the player to your left discards a tile you could use to complete a sequence, you can call Chi to add it to your hand. However, it's like pulling a pawn to open your hand. You don't have any Yaku right now, and opening your hand will limit your opportunity to get any. Click pass for now. Great. You're at Shanten 0, and your hand is closed, which are the conditions needed to call a Riichi. Riichi is a unique kind of call with several effects. Let's go over them. 1. Calling Riichi requires placing a wager of 100 points. These points will be lost if you don't win the round. 2. Riichi declares to other players that you are one tile from winning and committing your current hand to it. 3. After calling Riichi and discarding a tile, you will automatically discard new unwanted tiles at the start of subsequent turns. This means you can no longer modify your hand. 4. If you draw a call on any winning tile, you receive extra points at the end of the round. 5. Calling Riichi counts as Yaku. Hit the button now and discard to see how it works in practice. It's telling me what to discard. You drew the tile you needed directly in your hand. This means you can call Sumo, which will end the game with you as the winner. Since you run by self-draw, Sumo, your points are awarded equally from the totals of all players. Nice. Time you got 6 Han. Let's break the score down a little. Yakuhai are triplets of either dragons or value winds. Value winds are either the east wind, the east wind, which in your case is east. Oh, okay. So east. Or round wind, which here is also east, since your 3 east winds corresponded to both the seat and the round, you get double wind. 3 closed triplets is exactly what it says in the tin. 3 of your melts were triplets and you kept your hand closed. Win by self-draw means that you can always win by calling Sumo at any finished hand, as long as your hand is closed. Winning by Ron does not give this Yaku. Calling Riichi before winning is worth 1 Han all by itself. Means you have at least 1 Yaku, even if you win by calling Ron. You can check the Mahjong guide for a full list of Yaku and their requirements. There are a lot, but you don't need them all committed in memory to start playing. You can always check a list of Yaku from the pause menu while in game. Cool. Let's take a look real quick. We learned about the tiles, learned about the goal. Alright, let's read. Welcome to Dirtbag Mahjong. Mahjong might seem like an intimidating game at first, but the basics are fairly simple, and the default settings in this game start you off with training wheels until you can become more comfortable with the rules. This guide tries to mention both the English and Japanese name for things. This is because the English terminology you'll find online isn't always consistent, and many places ignore it in favor of only using the Japanese terms instead. So hopefully by having access to both, you have an easier time looking things up outside the game if you ever want to or need. The default settings use both languages in-game as well. If you're completely new to Mahjong, you should check out the interactive tutorial first below. You can fill in more details about the rules by reading the rest of the rules. That is fucking... Hold on. Oh, I soaked myself. I was filling my water and I spilled it. Now I'm wet. No. Interactive tutorial, you can fill in more details about the rules, routes, or by changing the CPU difficulty to E. Okay. By reading the rest of this guide once you're more familiar with the game flow. Fill in more details about the rules by reading the rest of this guide once you're more familiar with game flow. You can also get way more practice in either the easier story mode routes, or by changing the CPU difficulty to easy in the options and trying some free play. Mahjong is played using a set of 136 tiles, consisting of 4 copies of each of 34 different type tiles. These are the dragon tiles, the wind tile. The 1 and 9 tiles of each suit are the terminals. You do 8 simple tiles. And then dragon tiles are honor tiles. I think that's recognizable. The goal of Mahjong is to spend turns drawing and discarding tiles in order to make a completed hand of 14 tiles consisting of 4 melds and 1 pair. A meld is a set of 3 tiles which can be either 3 of the same tile, triplet, okay, 3 sequential number tiles of the same family, sequence. A completed hand could look something like this. Okay, where you have 2 sequences, 2 triplets, and 1 pair. Whoever the hand to win has to be both complete and at least 1 Yaku. See the Yaku tab. Mix of conditions and patterns for hands that dictate how much points you get. Kind of like hands in poker. 2 exceptions to this rule, 7 pairs and 13 orphans. You can check out their details and list of Yaku. We'll look in a second. A game of Mahjong is played in both rounds, turns. A game is typically 4 or 8 rounds, sometimes with repeats, where each player is dealer at least once or twice. Each round has a winner, who gains points based on their hand, and the overall winner of the game is decided based on who has the most points at the end. At the start of the round, every player draws 13 tiles for their starting hand. After that, players take their turns, starting with the dealer and going counterclockwise. The dealer is always the person sitting in the east seat. On your turn, you draw a tile. You now have 14 tiles. Discard a tile. Either one you already had in your hand or your new tile. You now have 13 tiles again. On someone else's turn, if they discard a tile that you already have 2 of in your hand, you can call pawn. You now have a triplet. And it becomes your turn again, but you don't draw a new tile. If they discard that tile, you have 3 of in your hand, you can call con. Take that tile, but it also counts as a triplet, and it becomes your turn again. Pawn and pawn both count as triplets in turn of hand completion. They differ when it comes to scoring. Interesting. If they discard a tile that you can use to complete a sequence and are sitting directly to your left, you can call chi, take that tile, you don't have a sequence, and it becomes your turn again, but you don't draw a new tile. This repeats until someone wins the tiles, or the tiles run out, at which point the round ends in a draw. If you ever call pawn, or chi on someone else's turn, your hand is now considered open. If you never call any tiles, your hand is considered closed. Open hands are less flexible than closed hands, and are typically scored lower. Yaku are kind of like what hands are in poker. A pattern or condition in which the hand was finished. There are a lot of possible Yaku, but many of them are specific or situational in ways that beginners don't really need to know about. In this section, we'll cover the basic Yaku that are most often accessible and relevant. A fuller list is available in the List of Yaku tab. Cool. Richi is the bread and butter Yaku, where Richi Mahjong gets its name from. Its conditions are as follows. Your hand needs to stay closed. That is, you have not made any pawn, chi, or con calls. Your hand is one tile away from winning. You have at least 1,000 points remaining, and there are 4 tiles left to draw. If the conditions are met, you may declare Richi, which means you are betting 1,000 points. That you will be able to get the last tile you need before the game ends. Your current hand is locked in. Any new tiles are automatically discarded. If they are not your winning tile, you may call Ron on your winning. Automatically discards they're not your winning tile. You may call Ron on your winning tile if someone else discards it, or Sumo if you draw it yourself. If it seems like a lot to remember, don't worry. The game will let you know when you can Richi. And until you're more familiar with the game, Richi is basically always worth going for as long as you have more than 10 to 20 turns left, especially if you don't have other Yaku. Got it. Understood. All simples. Your hand only has simple tiles 2 to 8 of any suits. No winds, dragons, ones, or nines. Value triplet. Your hand has a triplet of one of the following. Any dragon, the round wind, all the same dragon, the round wind shown on the sidebar during the game, your feet wind shown at the center of the screen during the game. All triplets. All 4 melds in your hands are triplets, including open melds. Your hand only has honor tiles, half flush, winds, dragons, and tiles of single suit. Only characters, bamboo, or dots. Winning rounds. If you can complete your hand in one of 2 ways. To win, you can complete your hand in one of 2 ways. If you draw the winning tile yourself, you call Sumo to win. Only 1 tile away from finishing your hand, someone else discards the tile you need to win, you call Ron. Take that tile and win. If you win via Ron, you gain points and the person you took the tile from loses points. If you win via Sumo, you gain points and everyone loses points. The exact points gained and lost depend on your hand, with better hands being worth more points. You don't need to worry about the maths since the game covers that part. But the general idea is that the more fancier Yaku your hand has, the more points you get, and scoring is exponential. The dealer always wins or loses more points than the other players. Once the last round ends, the person with the most points is the winner. If anyone falls below 0 at any point, the game ends early. Furitem. Furitem is a condition that can prevent you from calling Ron into different situations. Discard Furitem. Happens if you are in Tenpai, 1 tile away from winning, one of the potential winning tiles already in your discards. If this happens, you can still win by sumo if you get lucky and draw that tile yourself. But you're not allowed to call Ron if everyone else discards it. This means that a player can never call Ron on a tile you discard if they also discarded it previously. That's a lot. That's damn. Temporary footy tap occurs if you get the ability to call for Ron, decide to pass on it. Usually if you have several waits and one of them is worth more points. If this happens, you're not allowed to call Ron on that same tile until your next turn is started. This prevents intentionally targeting specific players for Ron. If you see someone play a tile that doesn't get called on, you know that tile is safe from the player to the left. Permanent footy 10 is a variant of Terra, but that happens when in Riichi. If a player in Riichi passes on a Ron, the temporary footy 10 status does not expire. They cannot Ron on the tile anymore. Only sumo. This means that every tile that's been discarded by anyone since a player has declared Riichi is safe from that player. The player's own tiles are safe because of the discard footy 10. And the tiles everyone else has discarded are safe because of the permanent. Scoring. The game handles the details of scoring and math. All you need to know about scoring is the basic logic. When someone wins, their score is determined by Yakuma, Han, and Fu. Who the dealer is. Whoever the dealer has a higher risk, higher reward position when it comes to scoring. They get 1.5 times as many points if they win, either sumo or Ron. They pay 2 times as much as the other players if they lose to a sumo. Yakuma. They are covered in the list of Yaku, but Yakuman are special fancy hands. They completely ignore normal scoring and instead worth 32,000 base points per Yakuman. Corresponding to 13 Han. This goes up to 48,000 as the dealer. Yakuman scoring ignores Han and Fu. Han. Each Yaku is worth a certain amount of Han. 1 to 6 depending on how complex it is and whether the hand is close. And when the game ends with a win, the Han for every Yaku for that hand gets tallied, with scoring going up exponentially for 1 to 5 Han. And then slowing down for 5 plus Han. So the values for 1 to 4 Han look something like 1 Han is around 1,000 points. 2 Han is around 1,500, 3,000 points. 3 Han is around 2,500 to 6,000 points. 4 Han is around 5,000 to 8,000. And 4th Han is around 5,000 to 8,000. Starting with 5 Han, Fu is no longer counted, and the values are always the same. 5 Han, 8,000, 6, 7 is 12, was that 12,000? $18 Han is 6,000. 11 to 12 Han is 24,000 points. 13 plus Han is 32,000 points. 2. For hands that are under 5 Han, Fu is taken into account, which is based on the general hand composition. Tile groups, weight patterns, win, call. The rule of thumb is more difficult melds are worth more Fu. Con that triplets, sequences, closed, open. More restrictive weights are also worth more Fu. Closed, edge, pair, weights, open weights. And honor pairs are worth more than other pairs. Most beginners do not take Fu into account much. mixing hands with any Yaku is more important focus at first. Wow. Okay. So this stream has become fucking reading the rules of Mahjong. We've been reading the rules of Mahjong for the past like 30 minutes. That's wild. That's wild. The Dora indicators. The Dora. I tried to calm Gigi down. She was not having it. The Dora indicators are the 10 tiles on the right sidebar during gameplay. The top row are the indicators for Dora, and the bottom row are the indicators for Utadora. When a round starts, only the top left tile is face up. Every time con is called, one more time. The Utadora indicators stay face down the entire game, but are revealed during scoring. If the winner declared Richie, I see why Chi-Chi's barking now. Fireworks are being fired. Hold on, I'll be back. She's a little bit upset about fireworks. She does not like them. Hi, honey. Okay. Just relax. Let's just relax, okay? The Dora indicators are the 10 tiles on the right sidebar during gameplay. The top row are the indicators for Dora, and the bottom row are the indicators for Utadora. When a round starts, only the top left tile is face up. Every time its con is called, one more tile is revealed. The Utadora indicators stay face down the entire game, but are revealed during scoring if the winner declared Richie. The way indicators work is that the Dora indicator tiles tell you which tile is the actual Dora. The Dora is always the next sequential tile from the indicator with a couple rules. If the indicator is part of a number 2, the Dora is one number higher. In the case of 9, is the one of the same 2. Okay. If the indicator is win, the Dora is the next win round. So if it's east, it's south. If it's west, it's north. Is that right? East, south, west, north, south. Or east, south, west, north, east. Okay. If the indicator is dragon, the Dora is the next dragon. White to green, green, red, red to white. Every Dora or Utadora tile in your hand is worth extra Han and scoring. They don't count as Yaku on their own, so you still need to get at least 1 Han from elsewhere. They offer a lot more points on hands that wouldn't otherwise stand out. This also means that every time you reach it, you have a chance of getting extra points in the Utadora if you get lucky. Your indicators are drawn the same way as other tiles. If you see a tile in the indicators, there's one for that tile available to draw in the game. List of Yaku. Ooh. I'm thinking for sake of getting to play the actual game tonight, we don't look at the whole list of fucking Yaku. These events split into a couple different categories. Conditional Yaku that are paid based on something happening in your hand as opposed to what's exactly. Pattern means Yaku that are based on what is in your hand, not the circumstances surrounding it, other than the open, closed hand sometimes. These come with example hands. Yaku can stack, and if you have several Yaku at once, you get exponentially more points. Yakuman can only stack with other Yakuman and ignore any other Yaku you may have. There's always 13 Han each. Some Yaku will overwrite each other if one is a better version of another one, i.e. flush overrides half flush because it's worth more points. Beginner strats. Or conditional Yahoo, win by self-draw. I'm not gonna remember these right now. But I think I want to get into like the... Oh, there's a lot. Okay, yeah. We've seen the ones like easy. And we could look at them whenever. So we'll move on. Beginner strats. Quick starter. This guide's a lot of information at once. It's easier to get used to Mahjong with some hands-on practice. If you want some beginner strategy tips when starting out, if each is ever available and there are more than 10 to 20 tiles left, click it. Guard the tile that shows the highest number of tiles remaining when you cover it. Ignore going for big points and try to finish hands. This means trying to turn pairs into triplets. Remember to keep one pair for your completed hand. And trying to turn 2 tile sequences to 3 tile sequences. If you're not sure what to call pawn or chi, follow the basic flowchart. If the pawn on a dragon, the round will win, or your seat win pawn. If it isn't, and your hand is still closed, as in you haven't called yet, don't call. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, I can remember that. If your hand's already open, and it's a pawn, you have an extra pair to spare, call, otherwise don't call. Hand's already open, it's a chi, don't forget any sequences you have, call. Otherwise don't call. Between those strats, you should be able to finish hands as you get a better feel for what does and doesn't work for you. If you want more precise explanations or want to do some further reading, see the next few tabs. All right. What's the Dirtbag Guide? If you don't want to play Mahjong, take a look at the interactive tutorial or Mahjong guide first. Assuming you're already familiar with Riichi Mahjong, here's a quick summary of what Dirtbag mode does differently. The character you decide to play as has their unique stats and abilities. You can use one ability per turn, either attack or skill, before you discard. Attacks have a cooldown of 1 to 2 turns, but otherwise free, can generate MP. Skills cost MP to use. If someone runs out of HP, they're KO'd. Skip their next turn, their HP is refilled to full. Additionally, character barks or abilities can sometimes let slip information about their hands. The character CPU is set that every dirtbag has their own unique quirks and preferences when it comes to what hands to play and how to play them. We're gonna read the character introductions and then we're gonna start. Hannah Moore, she, her. Half-possessed, all-obsessed expert in all things spectral. Her unparalleled devotion to her research would have left her without many friends. If her obnoxious personality hadn't driven them away, first. She claims she's a doctor, but who gives out PhDs and ghosts? Hannah has a fairly balanced HP and MP pool. Her attacks are best used on opponents who are already weakened, and her skill mixes offense and defense. She wants opponents to infight as much as possible. As an opponent, Hannah has a balanced playstyle. Awaken the Void, 2 turns. Hannah deals 2 damage to her target. If the target's HP is below 50%, they deal 60 instead. Target is KO'd by its attack. Hannah gains 4 MP. Submerge the Self. Hannah's next discard is turned to a Ghost Tile. Ghost Tiles cannot be used to complete melts, nor do they count towards food item. Ghost Tiles are considered a type of honor tile. Interesting. They like change tiles and everything. That's kind of cute. Marry Coriander. Date them. Catfolk gambler who always seems to have luck. Or Slickhand on their side. Corey likes to fudge numbers when stakes are low, and takes risks when they are high even. If it may come back to bite them, does anyone know where the Eastwind tiles went? Even if it may come back to bite them, does anyone know where the Eastwind tiles went? Corey has average HP and a cheap skill. Their attack and skill both make it easier for them to change their mind on what hands to pursue, and their skill makes for meatier wins for everyone. As an opponent, Corey likes getting greedy and aiming for bigger hands. Card Chop. Shark. 2 turns. Corey throws a tile at their target, dealing 2 damage, placing the tile in their discards. If the target is not called 40 this round, 40 gains 2 MP. Up the ante, 4 MP. For the next 5 turns, played tiles and open melts do not count towards the discarding player's food item. All hands are considered as having additional 1-hand Yaku. Bren Inanios, any pronouns. Described by many as a nuisance or insufferable, or even sometimes, that guy. He does his best to live up to his reputation. Bren aspires to head a criminal empire someday, but their laziness and distractibility make those chances slim. She's never heard of Mahjong. Bren has a high HP and needs it. He loves chaos. Her attack is high risk with random rewards, and her skill hits everyone, herself included. As an opponent, Bren is kind of bad at Mahjong, and has a pretty arbitrary playstyle. Aww. That's your baiter. 1 turn. Bren deals 2 damage to his target and taunts them for the next 2 turns. Taunted targets can only attack or call on Bren, and he gains 1 MP per 1 damage he receives from them. Lightning Strike. Bren releases Thunderbolts indiscriminately, hitting all players including Ren for 4 damage. Interesting. Rhea Anthea. She, her. Faceborn Bounty Huntress, Star-Crossed Debonair, buried in gambling debts, and blessed with a terrible poker face. She's here to play these tiles and pay her way back into space, provided the winds of the game blow in her favor. Rhea has average HP and an expensive skill. Her attack punishes careless discards. Her skill is a big disruptor. She has to charge for the end of the round. As an opponent, Rhea gets pretty vindictive and can easily be distracted. Cyclone Shot. Target 1 player, 1 turn. Target 1 player. If the targeted player discards tile With a value other than 5, Rhea deals damage equal to the difference in value of 3 or 4 damage for honor tiles. Gain 1 MP when dealing damage. Whirlwind. 10 HP. 10 MP. Rhea flips the Mahjong table over, randomly rearranging the discards of all players. What? Fucking hell. Oh, they're pretty. Theory. Nobody knows from when or where this mysterious Volpine Witch for hire emerged. Many people would like them to go back there. Theory has no interest in money. Their concoctions and petty hexes are on offer in the name of self-amusement, general mischief. Prospective customers should be aware of the price they might end up paying. Theory has no HP. Has low HP. Oh, no HP. Low HP. They slowly refill their MP as the enemies take poison damage, and their skill allows them to seal opponents' draws at a risk. As an opponent, Theory tends to play defensively. I love them. They're pretty. They remind me of my friend. Theory, Herbal Malady. Theory poisons their target, dealing 1 damage the next 4 times the target draws a tile from the wall. Theory gains 1 MP every time damage is dealt this way. Foxian Bargain. Target a player, then select a tile. Next time the selected player draws a tile, it will be exchanged with the selected tile in Theory's hand. Cannot select the current drawn tile. Lastly, we have Rowan. They them, an immortal dragon that was locked into a Mahjong tile as penance for their past actions. With their powers unavailable, they instead make the people around them miserable in more mundane ways. Rowan has low HP. Their attack punishes players who discard dragons, and their skill aims to steal dragons back for themselves. As an opponent, Rowan tends to pursue dragons. They're a bit single-minded. Dragon's Rancor. Rowan deals 1 to 3 damage per unique visible dragon between their hand and their target's discards, and gains as much MP. Dragon Reunion. 8 MP. Rowan trades their drawn tile with a dragon tile from one player's discards. I don't know. I love all of them. They're all pretty cool. Alright. With the rules out of the way, thank you all so much for watching. I will catch y'all next time. That's it. We're done. No. Imagine we spent an hour fucking review, spent 1 hour reading the rules. Kick-ass game. Loved it. Loved every second. Thank you so much. That would be fucking funny. Now we're gonna give the game at least an hour. I had to spend like 2 hours. Or sorry, 1 hour, 1 entire hour reading the fucking rules. I'm counting that in the time. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here like past midnight. And I'm not really for that. We're going to play for at least an hour. So we'll get in the story mode. Start playing. Prologue. Sure. A shaft of waning evening light through a ground level window is all that cuts through the murk that hangs over the basement. It glints off the water pooling on the floor and the eyes of the various things, living and otherwise, that lurk within. The basement is an uncertain space, made up of uncountable rooms in a shifting layout seemingly conceived to entrap any soul insufficiently eccentric to understand its ways. Despite this, it is impossible to find a single one of the basement's infinite corners not densely packed with clutter, thoughtlessly arranged in tribute to the idea that there is no environment so large that a sufficient motivated occupant won't expand to fill in. The storehouse of endless possibility is enough to entice a particularly foolhardy thief in defiance of the risk posed by the basement's layout, not to mention its denizens. One such intruder is even now forcing their way in through that tiny window in search of the opportunity to risk life and limb for those otherworldly riches. At the top of the staircase that bridges this netherworld with one more linear one, a door creaks open, all goes still. The basement's owner is here. Time to settle in for a long night of mad science. Little progress on the matter of spirit transference lately. Getting the soul out of the body is easy enough, but the trick is keeping it intact. Anna flicks a switch, flooding the basement with a halogen glow. Among the expected skittering of resentful rodents, she hears a muffled crash and stops at the top of the stairs. Staying stock still, she can detect the sound of further rustling. Ah, shoot. Sounds like one of the experiments have gotten loose again. This might be serendipity. I've been meaning to test drive this new taser I invented, which only works on ghosts. Anna creeps forward, following the sound until she finds a door from which it seems to be emanating. She pushes it open with one hand, brandishing the taser in the other. Don't shoot. Who knows what will happen if you fire that at an alive person? Well, you'll know if you let me shoot you with it. It's the least you can do for me after breaking into my basement. That's the third time this month. Don't look at me. The stuff I pawned last time didn't go far. And this is my problem? Hell yeah, it is. What kind of antiques collector doesn't have any shit worth stealing? It has value to me. Those hacks don't even know what kind of profound existential truths lie concealed in the cheap old junk, waiting to be unsealed. To be fair, it's hard to put a price tag on the secrets of the universe. This, on the other hand, Koi presents a compact wooden box held shut with an ornate gold clasp. It's dusty and shows signs of age, but the craftsmanship is undeniable. Oh, my Mahjong set! I remember when I acquired that. It was the only intact remnant of a church fire. You often on the lookout for burned down churches just to make a yard sale purchase? Yes. Purchase. So, can I have it? It's far too nice to end up on a shelf of a pawn shop somewhere. I was gonna hold on to this one. I'd like playing Mahjong. A likely story. Prove it. Why don't you play some Mahjong since you like it so much? Right now, there's only two of us. If you give me a moment, I can reanimate up a couple of extra players. Are the other characters like dead? I'm not playing party games with corpses again, dude. You always pull some kind of like siren for the PS2 ass site jack shit to cheat. God forbid a woman have powers of extrasensory perception. It's that. I know some losers with nothing better to do than show up to a haunted basement in the middle of the night to play board games. Corey makes some calls. Anna has them empty their pockets for further scrutiny, while two of them wait. The front door upstairs opened without anyone knocking. A set of boisterous footsteps can be heard clomping their way down the stairs. I ran here as soon as Corey called. I'm Vren Tenanyos, your new best friend. I don't know this guy. You too. I'm their partner in crime. Call me Vren for short. What kind of crime are you partners in? Mostly failed heists, a few botched robberies, some light treason. At least it said it knows how to play Mahjong. Like, it's hard. You just sit there and match the tiles with each other until you run out. I'm going to kill you. Come on, I'm a fast learner. I love you, Red. And really lonely. Oh, I love you, Red. I hope this entire evening isn't going to consist of babysitting. I promise the other guy knows what's up. But there might be some other problems. Problems? A cloying perfume smell permeates the air. The room fills with pink glitter and smoke. By the time everyone is done coughing and wiping their eyes, a vulpine silhouette has emerged. Hello, you rang. I hear you were wonderful people who need of a fourth. What in the fresh hell is this? Mapel, Yuri, and Jace. The fuck. A purveyor of various magical sundries and a witch for higher services. Arbiter of arcane contracts and pacts, and general purpose occultist. But I assume my reputation precedes me. Get it out of my house. Unfortunately, it knows Mahjong. Are these really the best friends you can manage? It's not too late to fetch the corpses. It was short notice. Also, I only know two bad. Also, I only know dirtbags. Birds of a feather and all that. But you're a cat? Meanwhile, upstairs. Oh, this is not good. Not good. How'd they find me already? I don't even have enough to cover the interest. I gotta find a way off-world pronto. Ria stumbles downstairs in a daze, her eyes fixed on the digital readout announcing her delinquency. The lady who owns the place said she was some kind of scientist. Maybe she knows enough about space travel to get me off-world before they find me. They found me. Ria whips out her blaster and starts firing arcs of concentrated laser energy at anything that moves. And most of what doesn't. Everybody ducks for cover. So anyway, I just started blasting. What the hell is a private basement? If you put the gun down, I think I can clear up this misunderstanding. If you don't put the gun down, I have a taser. Ria cautiously lower her still smoking blaster. These aren't loan sharks who busted into your place looking for me? Not at all. Corey here is a regular guest of mine. The other two are guests of Corey, whom I emphatically do not vouch for. But they're not loan sharks anyway. At least not the imp. I won't speak for the or to the fox. I assure you, mademoiselle, that I have no taste for vulgar business of debt collection. I have contingencies of a more dexterous simian nature in place for breaches of contract. You train monkeys to break in people's houses and steal your stuff back? Trust me, if I wanted your money, I would have more direct ways of getting it. Anyway, who the hell are you? I don't remember inviting anyone else. This is Ria, my new lodger. She answered the classified ad I put up for the spare room. She's also from outer space. This was the only place advertising $0 monthly rent. I smell a catch. There's no catch. Room and board are free of charge to voluntary test subjects. Hold up, you what now? Terms were quite clear when you signed up. You get somewhere to lie low from your pursuers, and I get to study some extraterrestrial biology. While it's still moist and quivering. Let's say frightened and checking the exits. Damn. Well, since you're here anyway, we're about to play some Mahjong. You in? It's a 4-player game, dingus. Yeah, now I know could be some easy money if you play good. Sign me the way up. Like we're taking turns. I will happily forego any monetary compensation in favor of more esoteric prizes. These premises seem full to bursting with sinister curios just begging to be taken home. They're perfectly at home right here where I put them. Because they're mine. After this Mahjong soiree is concluded, I invite you to join me in a game of Try and Stop Me. Oh shit. Now apparently I don't know very much about Mahjong, but is it normal for the tiles to glow with unholy energy like that? Ryut's indiscriminate blasting has knocked Hana's Mahjong tiles loose from their wooden box and scattered them across the floor. The pile has begun to emanate an increasingly bright and ominous purple flame. Oh, fascinating! This would explain why it was being held in a metal strongbox, covered in seals buried beneath a church basement. I think you might have buried the lead a little when you told me how you got this. Oh, the plot thickens. The plot, she thickens. The flames coalesce into a single burning pillar. The heat intensifies further until the light becomes blinding. Then as suddenly again, the phenomenon dies down to a flicker and vanishes. As everyone blinks to restore their vision, they see a tall figure newly emerged, standing in the center of the room. Who dares disturb my slumber? Everyone turns in unison to point a finger at Rhea. It was really my blaster if you think about it. You will pay for your misdeeds. Submit, interloper, and suffer my wrath. Now, I'm not saying I'm submitting or not submitting just yet, but what kind of wrath is on the table here? My flames will scourge you entire from the ground. Scourge you entire from the ground on which you stand. A little help, guys? I don't know, that sounds kind of cool. It does, though. Indeed, I'd quite like to see that. I'm done reading that. No objections. Can we at least make this quick? Your suffering will be endless. Rhea braces for impact. Nothing happens. Is it over? Is that the whole thing? Don't take it too hard, comrade. It's a common problem among the over 600 set. Hana, who has been rummaging among the scattered tiles on the floor after the new stranger's failed display of shrink, straightens up. Triumphant grin holding a single Mahjong tile up to the light, a white dragon. Our new intruder appears to have been sealed within this tile in particular. Even now it looks to be acting as some kind of limiter on their power. They once called me the Tyrant Dragon, Lord and Master of the One True Flame, Herald of the Age of Unending Torment. Well, now you're worse one Han in the triplet, buddy. I'm not your buddy. You may address me as Rowan if you must address me at all. Sure thing, Rowan, buddy. Can I call you Roro for short? I love you, friend. Not under any circumstances. Okay, Roro. But can you stop me? A cursory glance at the strength of his magical seal suggests our new friend would be hard-pressed to so much as mildly inconvenience you. So if none of us are about to die in a magical explosion, I'm still itching to play some Mahjong. Why not? Roro is welcome to join too if they wish. It'll provide ample opportunities for further study. Seal or no seal, I will find a way to end you all before this night is through. Roro. Sure thing, pal. I would, and I mean this sincerely, love to see you try. Am I alone in the thinking the evil Mahjong dragon is sexy? Sexy indeed. Nah, the evil Mahjong dragon is definitely kinda hot. Yeah, that's pretty true. Alright, we'll start with Ren. We'll play some Ren. Corey, I'm so bored. Everyone here only wants to play Mahjong. That sounds like a you problem. But that's the worst kind of problem. Stop whining and just play for stakes or something like. Fine. Okay, be right back. Ren scampers off before letting Corey finish. Yuri, mon ami. Not how you say that. What can this friend do for you? I'm... Do you want to fool around together if I beat you at Mahjong or something? Non. Why not? Because I don't need to win at Mahjong for that. I'd rather get something more interessant out of you. I'll fool around with you if you can bring me 1 quart of unicorn milk. How about that? Sounds tricky. I got a gallon of basilisk milk if that works for you. Intriguing, but no substitutes. Am I supposed to find a unicorn to milk in the middle of the night? A unicorn, maybe not. But you are in a dark underground mausoleum, populated with no less than half a dozen strange perverts. Perhaps one of them has pre-milked your unicorn. Maybe. I guess it solves the being bored problem. Very well. So we have a proposal for 1 quart of unicorn milk against 7 minutes in heaven with yours truly. Deal. So no Mahjong? No, I would still like to play Mahjong for the sheer unadulterated pastier of watching you lose. It's not like it takes very long. Okay, so Vren's story is that she wants to fuck. What's it? I already forgot names. I only remember Roro, Hana. I don't remember the fox lady's name. The fox person's name. The fox person's name. Who told you that? Who told you what? We got a pair of 7. 7, 9, 2. Got a 1. Got the pairs there in the honor tiles. I think these are wins. And that's a dragon. That's green dragon. Having my pen in my hand. You're looking a little green around the gills. Reachy. Reachy already? What is this, like turn 2? Man. I'm not like waiting for anything. At this point, keep the 6, yeah. Ron. Well, watch out for my little baton. Who's starting first? East, right? We got 4, 5, 7, 9. 2 4s, 5 and 7. 9. I guess we hold out for like an 8. 6, 7. 6, 7. 2, 6. 8, 9. What are we in? North? Ow. Oh, I have abilities in this. Yes. Okay. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. Dirtbag Mahjong? That's all Mahjong. LOL. Welcome in, Seller Kuma. Just like all of Monopoly. We're playing Dirtbag Mahjong as part of the non-binary coded games event. I was reached out to and given a key, and I'm given a shot. The first hour was spent reading the rules of Mahjong. And now we spent the past like couple minutes playing. It's kind of cute. We're doing the first chapter of Friend's story. They're bored and don't know how to play Mahjong. They wanna fool around with the fox person, of whom I've forgotten their name. I've forgotten their name. And the fox person was like, yeah, I'll fool around with you, but you gotta get me like unicorn milk. And that's where we're at. We're playing Mahjong now. Next turns on target's gonna attack. Strike. Enough. Masturbator. What is the round? The eat. At this point, I might as well take it. Just to kind of hold on to it. Ow. They're hitting me. That's not my seat or the round. I'll pass. An 8. I'll take it. Drop the 5. That gives us our pair. Eight, 9. Nerd. Is this all you're capable of? I probably shouldn't taunt the entire table. How are you doing, Kuma? Hopefully you're doing well. lost all my health. No. Fuck you, lightning strike. What is this? That's east. Keeping on. I have my second job soon. May have a second job soon. We'll see if they reach out. Yo, I wish you luck. Hell yeah. I'll keep the tile. So no one else can get the thing for now. Oh. 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 4, 4. Let's keep ourselves open. We'll get rid of I guess the 8 tile now. But I'm doing alright. I'm chilling. The event's been really good so far. There's been a lot of good games. I can't say so far that there's anything that I've disliked. I've pretty much liked everything that we've played. Everything that we've played, I've enjoyed. Out of 5. I don't know, just to have more options at this point. Fucking discard the 9. Then a 7 or a 6 will open us up to a pair. Fucker. Ow. The ghost tile. What are you gonna do? Poison me? Got an east tile again? Oh. Reachy? Was that a 4? At this point, fun. Is this a Yaku? That's so cute. Could wear any of these, right? At this point. Ron. No! No, 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 don't call Ron. No! Go fish. Did I lose yet? No. No! How many points do I have? I just threw out the wrong tile. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, there's a pair. 6, 8, 8. Here's a pair. Okay, it's a pair. We got 4 pair. We got dragon tile. Rowan is like dragon brains. you throw a dragon, they're gonna try to take it. But they're probably not gonna be able to take it now anyway. Keep it for now. I actually get rid of the ones instead of 9. 9 dots. I don't know what our pair is gonna. I don't really care about the 9 either. The 8. It opens us up to deciding what our pair is gonna be though. Get it to the one character. Seven, 9, 2, 3, 4. That's our that. They got wins. They discarded win. Ron's discarded win. I'll keep the 7, I guess. Seven's not really gonna do much for me. It's probably better than just keeping the 1 of dots, honestly. Not even a real fox. I don't know if you see how real these fangs are, Brett. Yes. Yes? Yes. Yes. Four, 5, 6. Oh, where's that? 4, 5, 6, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. A little bit of a nothing. Anyone want to go out after this? A little bit of a nothing. Call sheet. Five, 6, 7, 7. I already have them. Does it help me at all? I don't think so. Pass. Off the whole table. Who do you think you are, T? That once. I love the banter, it's cute. The banter is really cute. 2, 3, 4, pawn triplet. That pawn on 4. So I still have the pair of 8s. For 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 4, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3. Right. That would get me. But I could also wait. I don't want that one. No Yaku. How do I get a Yaku? I could check in this. Check Yaku list. Those only. Honor. Each meld pair. Same sequence. Maybe I should have said full close. Somebody's so on us. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. But I'm having a lot of fun watching the banter. I was gonna start clicking button. See what they do to me. Start blasting. Start blasting the table. Oh, so I'm in a 12 how's 12-person 8 going? Can you have a completely dead hand? I wonder if I killed my hand. Like, completely. Quite interesting. Next game. I lost. 1, 2, 5, 5, 8, 9. 9, 9. There's a pair. Oh, 2 9s in hand? That's nice. Two 9 bamboo. I got to pick my pair. Oh, drop the 5. I think I'm gonna start leaving my hand closed. I really don't got nothing. Hmm. Oh. Throwing won the round. Next round. That hand kind of like stunk though. I guess I need to like. I guess I need to when my hand is like really bad. Start calling chi and pawn. Like I'm sitting here trying to like. Keep my hand like open when it's obviously not doing me good. We have a pair right now. What the hell to do with this hand? I'll start taking stuff, I guess. Five, six, seven. Drop the 9. Gonna have 2 pairs in the same, or 2 triplets in the same. Like a thing, right? The bamboo or green dragon. Nope, not that. Definitely not going for that. Tiles. Only tiles from the same suit. I'm already like almost doing that. Oh, here we go. 7, 8, 9. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. have different dragon piles. 6, 8, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But is he like a pair now? My hand open for a pair. I could do a triplet of 4s. And the 5, 6, 7. I'm not getting those. I guess I should be paying attention to what's in the what's like in play as well. Not getting wind. 7. The pair. Sequence. 7, 8, 9. I already got 7, 8, 9. I need to what? Pair? Odds of getting an 8 are low. 8 bamboo is low. If at all. Next round. 2, 4, 5, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6 dots. Maybe I'll keep the east files. Up to 3. Lightning Strike, take out 2. Ooh. That's another triplet. Ron. Does this mean you like me? I don't think so. Damn. I don't know how many points I have. Queen down, hell yeah, with 8. Are y'all gonna be able to complete? I mean, if y'all have the queen down, I should be able to complete, right? How long have y'all been at it? Halfway done time-wise. Take that. Dragon. Give me the dragon. Everyone drop. Good. Oh. Okay, so I have a triplet of dragons, which means I can win because I have a Yaku. I could end the game. I just need to work on pairs and triplets. Start dropping our dragons. Don't need them anymore. Six. Or drop the south tile. Take it. These really right. I'll drop the 2. I don't like the 2. 2 is kind of stink. Six, 7, 8. Hold on to it for now, yes? No. You win? Huh? I don't win. You mean I don't win? How do I win? Oh, hey, my alarm is going off. Perfect timing. Dad. Dirtbag Mahjong. I don't know how to play Mahjong. I think it's pretty clear. I don't know how to play Mahjong. But this is a really cute, fun, and interactive way to try to learn. If I want to continue to try to learn. It was kind of just fun sitting back, relaxing, and just kind of playing Mahjong for a bit. Even not knowing what's going on, it's fun watching the banter going on the table. It's kind of cute. It kind of makes me feel like I'm not alone. You know? I liked it. I think it was cute. And as a learning tool and trying to figure out what to watch for, if I was more awake right now, it probably would have went a little bit better. That was fun. I like it. I like it, and I'm gonna be playing more of it. I don't know if Mahjong is gonna become a stream game or anything, but it's definitely gonna become a me game that I'm just gonna kind of play in the background. The characters are cute and fun, and it doesn't make Mahjong like boring to learn. I feel like if you were gonna sit down at a table and try to learn this, it might be really fucking daunting. So something cute and interactive like this opens up Mahjong to a lot more people, and I respect that. That's pretty good. I think that's good. It helps people learn an otherwise really complicated fucking game in a way where it's like just kind of like on their own and just chilling out. There's probably a lot of Mahjong games out there, but how many of them have like cute fucking non-binary gay characters? You know what I mean? It seems like the most accessible version of Mahjong I've seen. Yeah, even with like the silly superpowers going on in the background, it's pretty fun. I like it. I like it. Thank you so much to let me grab the developer's name again. Thank you so much to Paranoodle for giving me a key and giving me a chance to play. This gets 2 purple bunny thumbs up. This shit's gay. Would play again. This is gonna become like an offline game that I'm just gonna open and play when I'm chilling. When I die in Repo, I'm gonna be fucking playing Mahjong on another screen. Yeah, it's gonna become like a game that I just kind of fucking play and chill out, trying to get through like the chapters. I'm dead in fucking Repo? Alright, I guess I'm gonna play Mahjong now. The most popular has cute characters, but it's also apparently a gacha for them, where these are just cute and gay. Oh, so it's a gacha game. So fuck that one. This one's 20 times better. 10 out of 10, top 10 fucking #1 Mahjong game ever made. Thank you so Hell yeah. Love that. Love that. So I'm gonna be learning how to play Mahjong. If anyone wants to play, just give me a year. I'll be playing this. That's gonna be it for me. I've been your girl, twitch.tv/AliceMoonflower. Okay, my thoughts are pretty like I'm pretty easily readable, you know? Is it gacha? Fuck that shit. Is it AI? Fuck that shit. You know? It's pretty like simple. There's like a checklist. There are variables. Oh, this game is made by a company that's really deep into AI, but the game is like fucking 20 years old. Yeah, I'll probably play it. I'll probably play a Final Fantasy game or something, like an old one. Retro games are fun. Gacha games? I'll play games that have gacha elements that are not attacking my wallet. I won't say fuck gacha entirely, as long as it's like not a gacha game, like a mobile fucking like we're here and our only goal is to put really cute characters in front of your face that you're gonna fucking buy. If the game revolves around me pulling the triple fucking S 10-star Guldo from the fucking Ginyu squad, then I don't want to play that shit. You know what I mean? I don't want if you're gonna fucking make me play make me pay for fucking Bikini Guldo from Ginyu Squad, then at least make it like a Dragon Ball fighting game DLC and not not a fucking gacha pool. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I've been your girl, twitch.tv/AliceMoonflower, and this has been my my third day of coverage of the non-binary coded games event. Thank you so much for coming today. We played some pretty cool games today. We played, I already forgot. Quality Dreams, Reasonably Priced. We played I'm Making a Monster. We played Cryptid Cam, and we played some Dirtbag Mahjong. All of them pretty solid. I would play all of these some more. I like them. Good games. I'm gonna try to find someone who is... Nay, no problem. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to stream. How about that? We're gonna try to find someone in the non-binary coded games event currently live to raid out to. It is a little bit late, so I'm keeping my hopes pretty low. Let's take a look. Who's currently doing stuff? If I check the tag, let me check the tag. Well, I guess while I'm looking, here's some links. Here's the blue sky for like notifications of what we're doing, what we're playing, when we're going live, and here is the YouTube channel for VODs. Here is YouTube. Honestly, same. Maybe the event just wasn't like televised enough. Or at least like the sign-up sheets or whatever. I'm so surprised. I did randomly see the sign-up sheet through like another friend telling me. I'm so glad to like be a part of it though. Currently doing this. Let's see. We look at the latest in a non-binary coded games. 50% off. The launch. Floyd is live. Floyd is live again. We rated Floyd yesterday. I didn't really get to watch them though. Well, I mean, if they didn't see it, they didn't see it, unfortunately. Going live 5 hours ago. Okay. Ooh. Goblin Hugger was live with this earlier. Not now, though. Yeah, it was 7 hours ago. They posted about it 7 hours ago. Yeah, most of the people currently like doing stuff are live way earlier than I am. I think our only real option right now is to raid Floyd. That's cool. Me and Floyd are about to become best friends because we're the only ones doing this shit late. We're the only ones fucking doing this. Good enough. All right, yeah. Let's go over there. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down with that. I'm so down. They played Cappy Castaway today, I'm a Monster, and Burger Boys. Or that's what they're gonna be. So I think they're starting with Cappy Castaway, according to the thing. If I'm reading this right, unless they're just doing it like randomly. Let's go over to Floyd. Let's go say hi to Floyd. Oh, they're playing Burger Boys right now. Lost 3 people. How close are y'all to finishing though? Flash raid. All right. Our raid message is going to be emote we love streamer emote. Please join me in copy pasting that over there, and I will catch y'all tomorrow for day, what is that, 4? Day 4. I'll tell y'all straight up, we got a giveaway plan for tomorrow, dog. We got a giveaway plan for tomorrow, so be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Let me make sure. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be fun. Tomorrow's gonna be real fun. Bye, everyone. Take care.